What it do, everybody? I know you're not used to seeing our lovely faces so early, but surprise! And thank you for joining us on the latest episode of the Film Cave, episode number 97.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. Yeah, a little bit earlier than usual. My boy's got a event to get to, so we're gonna knock this thing out. And also, not a huge show, so it's a great time to kind of, we'll knock this out and be on our day. Have you guys a good Tuesday night?
Absolutely. Go get some tacos, get fucked up, get fucked, whichever one you want to do.
All of them.
Knock it all out, right?
Yeah, right.
At the same time.
And you get the Film Cave all in the same night, man. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. So, like I said, going to be a quick show tonight. Not much to talk about, but we do have a movie to talk about, and we do have a little holiday special to talk about. So we're definitely going to get into those and knock them out. Like he says, I do have an event to get to. I was like, oh my God, my life. Completely forgot. So that's why we're here this early. So thank you for cooperating and the last minute change. Thank you so much. And if you like what you see here, if you are new, hit that thumbs up first and foremost. Hit that notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop. And of course, listen closely. This is very important. Very important. Hit that subscribe button. She's right there. She's right there. And it's free. So, pays you no, never mind. Just do it. We appreciate it.
Free to tap.
Free to tap. It's always free to tap, man. All right. So, without further ado, let's get the show ready, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get it on the road. So, I don't think we're going to talk about this. I absolutely have nothing for out there in the world. Cool. We can just jump
That'll work.
In that shit. But I do have two things to say.
Okay.
Number one, most importantly, I have to wish the greatest and most splendid, stupendous, greatest, and happiest of birthdays to the legend, the man, Akukani, Chadwick Boseman. He would have been 46 today. So, yes. You all right?
I hear something outside my house.
Oh,
sorry.
Shit. Uh-oh. Get your gats ready, homie.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yes, Chadwick would have been 46 today, so I want to wish him a happy birthday. You're loved, you're missed. Akukani, thank you so much. And I hope you're smiling down and we're making you proud.
It's crazy to, like, obviously gone way too soon.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. But it's crazy to realize, like, he was killing it in his 40s as Black Panther. Like, yeah. You would have thought, like, oh, he's like 30, 32, 33. Like, nah. This motherfucker is absolutely murdering it as a middle-aged, 40-something-year-old man. Like, that's awesome. Like,
right.
And having cancer, by the way.
I was gonna say, and cancer on top of that.
Fucking insane. So
talk about real life heroes.
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
Happy birthday. We love you, man. We miss you. Thank you so much. Now, number two, causes for a little bit of happiness as well, a little bit of a celebration. It's a celebration, bitches. Because finally, after 25,000 years of bullshit and dragging and nonsense, your boy is finally monetized.
Oh, no way.
So,
congrats.
Right. So now I could be like everybody else and earn 2 cents because nobody watches the channel.
I know. I was about to say, like, we don't get much on this show. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely.
But it's a possibility now.
But hey, right.
That's the key.
Possibilities are endless. The future is clear.
It only took 97.
Absolutely.
I mean, hey, episode
longer than that.
Be big, guys. Yeah, I mean,
longer than that. So yes, as I live and breathe, John is monetized, and as I live and breathe, John will be seeing Top Gun again in December. So yes, okay. let's get into it.
I was going to ask you that because I saw you tweet this, and I would have tweeted the same thing if I hadn't looked it up. But Violent Night is coming out that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So Top Gun Maverick is not going to play in IMAX at my theater. And nowhere, like I haven't seen anywhere remotely close that is all, like, I don't know if you've looked at yours or not.
I haven't actually.
But like I distinctly remember IMAX was tweeting out and like, hey, Violent Night this weekend, December 2nd weekend only in IMAX, like check it out. And then they just announced Top Gun also.
So it's probably going to do that limited run for Violent, and then the rest will be Top Gun, probably.
Like the rest of the week, or?
Yeah, probably like, because you said it's what? The weekend of December 2nd?
Yeah.
It's Violent Night?
Yeah, like all 3 days.
Fucking Top Gun's in December till what, the 23rd, it said?
Oh, is it? Well, but that's not IMAX.
There for a minute. Well, I was saying it could share a few of those with IMAX. Like Violent could have like that weekend, and then Top Gun will go into a few shows.
Because what I just don't understand is because Avatar's the 16th, and so that's got everything after that. But why not have Top Gun do, the 9th or whatever that weekend is, like the weekend in between Violent Night and this? Like instead we're just going to throw Top Gun in some like secret, like go see Top Gun again, I guess. Like, no, I want to see that shit in IMAX.
Absolutely. There's literally
no other reason to see it. So
there's no
I don't know.
way
We'll
to
see.
watch that movie
Maybe Violent Night is doing really bad, which I want to see that movie. Like
I do too. Is it out yet? No, it's not.
It comes out this weekend.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So I want to see it because it's made by the people that made Nobody, and I thought that movie was fantastically fun.
Still haven't watched that movie.
Oh my god, man, it's really good.
Still haven't watched it.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued by Violent Night. So we'll see.
And yeah, Poopy, I don't know about these fucking headphones. They've always been that way.
I noticed, but are you sure? Because I noticed it as soon as we got on. Yeah,
it's
you needed to pull it because it adjusts on both sides. So now pull the other side.
It is. Yeah, it's all the way there.
No, but pull it the other direction. You're only pulling your.
I'm pulling both of them. Look.
There you go.
It's still crooked and it's huge now.
Well, yeah, but you got to even them out. Look at me. Like, so these slide up and down for me. You see those lines?
Yeah.
You got to line them up. You got to get them centered on you. That looks better.
That looks better. Yeah. It's a little...
Yeah,
okay. But yeah. All right. So we got those. So before we jump into the main topics, Kenya did bring this up because it did drop right before the show. The Super Mario trailer came out, and we finally have some more Chris Prattian voice acting for good old Mario here. Still not a fan, but
yeah, didn't even watch it.
The trailer looks great. The movie looks good. The movie's gonna be awesome. I believe it looks awesome. Looks great. I wholeheartedly think it's gonna be awesome. Fingers crossed.
I highly doubt I'll see it.
Oh, I will. Just it looks great. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm not sold. I'm still not sold on the fucking voice. It's still just crazy.
It's stupid.
It's very stupid. But you haven't seen it, so I guess nothing really to dive much into. But it looks cool, visually amazing. Everybody else in the fucking cast is killing it and seems very appropriate for who they're voicing, except
Mr. Pratt.
I
I don't have a problem with Chris Pratt, but why? It makes no
not
sense.
Personally, no.
Like why Mario? It just
dumb. And then Garfield, and then who else?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
fucking so stupid.
I don't know. That's something else too. I did go see The Fabelmans. If we wanted to do a quick out there in the world, definitely going to be a Best Picture possibility. Super long movie.
I imagine
at like 2.5. Spielberg, and I don't know this for sure, but I think it's like secretly Spielberg doing his own biopic.
That's what I heard.
And changing the names. And if that's the case, an interesting way to grow up. There's like, it's terrible because there's a lot of anti-Semitic stuff because the kid, like the family's Jewish, and like he's getting
going crazy.
And like my cousin Walker was with me, and he's like, man, Kanye, like fuck you, like like it's weird how all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is relevant right now, in a horrible way. But Really liked it. I think it's good for like it's uplifting at the same time as being dramatic and like a tough story. So I really liked it. I just think it's too long, but that's all right.
Heard it. All right. It's definitely gonna be a skip for me, but I will take your word.
Fine.
On
you
that
go
one.
see Mario, and I'll go see good movies.
I need to go see The Menu. That's what I need to go see.
I do. So that was the thing, was I had the choice between those two, and I've heard The Menu is kind of wishy-washy for people, whereas The Fabelmans is stellar from everyone I've heard. So I went for The Fabelmans, and I'm not upset.
Heard it.
What a joke.
Okay. So now let's get into some. Well, we can't. We'll get into a review.
That's correct.
Speaking of, we're not speaking of. We didn't talk about them yet. So, The Onion Made of Glass.
Here, you want me to change that banner?
Oh yeah,
I'll change it right quick.
yeah, because we can't do spoilers because the movie's not fucking wide released yet. Which I completely forgot.
I know, it's stupid as fuck.
Yeah. So it's not going to be spoilers. It's going to be a regular old review. I saw this last night. He saw this, what, a week?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
So as we know, this is the latest entry in the Knives Out story trilogy?
Yes.
Trilogy, okay. I thought he was talking to do more, but trilogy. And the only person coming back is Mr. Benoit Blanc. Well, I'm not going to go into full detail, but I really, basically, everyone's gathered up to this little island to solve a murder.
Yeah, correct.
Boom. That is it. I really fucking enjoyed this movie. I really dug this movie. It is so goddamn fun.
Yeah.
And funny. The movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody is literally coming to kill it. Everyone. With Daniel Craig having the most fucking fun.
Correct. Well, 100%. Like, he is, there's a reason why the movies are good, and it's strictly to start with him. Like, he's so over the top, but never too much to where he sells it always.
It's like that whole hot sauce scene had me dying, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Or what about when he figured it out?
Oh god, immediately. Like, all right, let's play. All right. It was like, what the fuck?
I ain't even supposed to be here.
Right. He's like, god damn. And then the gag at the end of it when it's done, just he's just sitting there like, what the fuck, man?
It is coming to Netflix, yes.
It is coming. Yes, it is. I'm glad I saw it in theater. It needs to be.
Janelle
Monáe is fucking stellar in this.
Correct. See, but that's the problem is I don't even want to talk about that because I feel like that's a spoiler.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying. She's spectacular.
But you know what I mean. Like, if you actually watch the movie, like I don't know. I was interested in that. Like, she's in the marketing, so it sucks. But like,
right.
But yeah, movie's great. Had a ton of fun with it. I do need to ask, do you think it's better than the first?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So like, that's the thing is it doesn't need to be. It's still great.
Not at all.
Very different.
Very.
And that's what's nice. I did see like Adam Havlik just tweeted out that he saw it and he was like, I was a little disappointed. As soon as it ended, I was asking myself, was I supposed to figure it out that early? And my thing is, it's kind of the point. While this is different, it's kind of the point to where, you know, if this is I want to say this movie's what, 2.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you figured it out early in the first one. What's the difference?
That's what I mean. It's like they tell you straight up, hour 45 to 2 hours in, everything's been revealed. Like, then you just have the climax. Like, that's what's funny, and that's what's awesome about how Rian Johnson tells these stories is you're sitting there like, I do think there's too many like reveals. Like, it's like,
I was gonna bring that up because I mentioned you saying that. I didn't feel that.
My god,
I
man,
loved it.
It's over and over, and like that's the thing. No, like, but I will admit, this one's a lot easier to catch than Knives Out. Like, so maybe that is what he's talking about, where it's not as sneaky. But I think that's kind of the point. Yeah, exactly. Glass Onion's more about the why. Like, it's not going to be about the mystery of it all. Like, it's
Like, everything
kind
was
of
about the sneak, not like the
right.
who done it, like who it is. It was more like everything
Yeah.
surrounding it.
Yeah. But yeah, one thing that I think is hilarious is like Batista is fucking awful, but in the best way, because he's playing basically the Liver King. And
who just
I
got
thought
busted
that
for
was
steroids, by the way.
Well, of course he did.
Right.
Is this a surprise?
Right, not at all.
So
Yeah.
you know how it is, but yeah, I thought that was great. Like, because Liver King, like, I know someone that works for the Liver King, and it's like he's like lives on a compound. It's kind of a cult like situation, like he's the cult leader type of thing. And this guy goes and does work on his property, and it's like secretive as fuck. And like if Liver King is on the property, most of the time, like even though this guy can have like a scheduled thing to do, they're like, no, don't come on the property. Like it's super weird. But he has like women on there that can't leave, and they're not his wife.
sex slaves.
But yeah, so I thought that was hilarious. Just, he's just a fucking crook. Just I'm on Twitch. So
told you I'm live.
So yeah, I think the movie's really fun. I don't think it's better than the first one, but it's great. Like it really is great, and I had a ton of fun with it. I have to say, the release situation is the worst fucking strategy I've ever heard of. So this movie is out for, technically it was out Wednesday till today, or I guess tomorrow, so 7 days full. And that's it in theaters. That makes sense if you do a wide release to where everyone has a chance to go see it. They did not do that. They did a limited release, which I didn't even know about until Wednesday, and my cousin was going to go see it, and it wasn't playing anywhere near here. It's playing in like one theater in Dallas. And yeah, I mean, it's a very stupid situation because you don't get to see it on Netflix for a month. And so it's going to be spoiled, and if it's not spoiled, you're going to forget and not care about it.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those movies that you rush to see so you don't get it ruined for you. And now, I mean, it's going to lose all that mojo. So once again, Netflix is quite possibly the stupidest company around. And while, I mean, they're stupid enough to pay Rian Johnson $50 million for 2 movies, and same thing with Daniel Craig. Good for them, get your bag, but like, your company's a fucking idiot. So
yeah, and I just read somewhere that it said they're standing to lose, like,
oh my god, yeah,
like some kind of like a lot of fucking millions, because of the limited and cutting it short and everything. I was like, yeah, no fucking shit, Sherlock. What did you?
People want to go see this goddamn movie.
What did you think? This isn't just a Netflix only type of movie. Like, you should have just
You should have done a
theatrical, man.
Yeah.
And it's really dumb. Because this movie deserves to be seen in a movie theater.
In a theater.
Not at home.
The crowd reactions are great. I mean, that's kind of the fucking point. So,
dude, it's one of the best as of recent, given all the movies. It's been the most lively, most entertaining fucking theater experience in a minute. And we've had a lot to come out this year.
Right.
It was fucking great. It's actually funny. I had 2 interesting experiences with this. Well, not interesting, but it was hilarious. With 2 trailers. I don't know what trailers came before yours, but one was obviously Avatar. When that was done, whole crowd again just erupting over it. I was like, wow, did not expect that.
Yeah.
And the second one, did you see the trailer for this movie, for the movie Plane?
No.
Oh, okay. So this movie with Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter. But the trailer is so like intense and like, oh my god, this and that, and we have to save this people or stranded escaped convicts, but you're really innocent. Like, I need your help. Like, the trailer's intense. And then after it just ends, a face of black, and then the reveal of the trailer comes on. It's just plain. Everyone is dying in the fucking movie theater because they're
Laughing
expecting like like a really intense like name or something that goes with it.
Yeah.
Because Gerard Butler plays a pilot who is being tasked with taking this prisoner, on his plane and all this shit. The plane ends up going down. They're stranded on this island and have to fight all these rebels and bad people and save the hostages from the plane and shit. So it's like, you thinking it's gonna be like some badass title? It's like, no, plane. And the whole theater was like, what the fuck? It was utterly hilarious. But anywho, it was just a great experience. Of course, everyone going crazy for Nicole, which is natural. But yeah, movie. Everyone plays their part. Like I said, Janae's great. Daniel, obviously fucking just amazing. Edward Norton, dear God. Who else? Fucking, what's her name? Kate Hudson.
Right.
Amazing.
Like everyone plays their character perfectly. Like that. That's what I mean. And so one of the first things I said when I left it, like, I despise Dave Bautista, and we're going to talk about it again with the next segment. I think he's fucking awful. But what is hilarious, and sadly I can only really say this about James Gunn for the first Guardians for me, but I remember someone saying, like, Dave Bautista was very green at that time, and they're like, yeah, but he was used perfectly. Like, the way they wrote him, it was perfect for him. And this movie is the exact same, just 8 years later, to where this is perfect for Dave Bautista now. Like, he barely has to act. He can just be over the top, loud, annoying, like just overbearing idiot. And it works perfectly. And so he feels real like that. And that's the key, is everyone here feels real, even though they're all basically supposed to be celebrities in this world. And so they're supposed to be larger than life, but at the same time, they feel like real characters and real people.
Still assholes.
Yeah, that's what works. And so, and Edward Norton is very weird in the movie. Like, you're never really sure. Like, he seems like a mixture of like Bezos and Elon Musk. Like, really smart, essentially, and rich, and
but a fucking idiot, to be honest.
And annoying as fuck. Yeah, right. I mean, he's absolutely the dumbest person in the room at the same time as being the smartest.
Yeah,
and that's real. That's real stuff. So that's what I appreciate, is the characters are written well, and then you get this crazy story just thrown into them, and it works out. It works out great. So I like it.
It does, and the way it's shot, dear God, fucking
Ryan kills it always.
Hey, get your dick off the table, man. Like, Jesus Christ, we get it, man. Brilliant. I can't wait for the next one. Like, I walked out of it and I immediately want to see it again. I'm like, I want to see this movie again. Which now, I mean, I can't, so I have to wait a fucking month until Netflix.
Oh man, fucking ridiculous. Stupid.
Binge it the hell out. But we'll see. He hasn't begun writing the third one yet, so in time, we will see the next Benoit Blanc adventure. All right, so moving on to the final topic of the night. But you brought it up because it does have to do with our good old boy Dave. Guardians, a Christmas spirit from the ones who protect the galaxy. It dropped Friday?
Yeah.
Dropped, yeah. What you see in the gang coming back together, minus Gamora, and this is spoilers, everyone. Obviously, it's another Marvel special presentation where essentially the Guardians come together to save Christmas for Star-Lord, aka Peter, because Yondu and everyone fucked it up for him as a kid, and he never really had, one to appreciate. We find out immediately, right off the bat, a spoiler, but that was also spoiled prior to the goddamn release of the special, is that Peter has a sister.
Oh yeah, that was one thing that was funny. I was like, this isn't a reveal, but
well, yeah, because they weren't supposed to pop that shit out before, the actual special happened. And Disney's like, oh, we're fucking up, take it down.
Well, but even like
okay.
in volume 2, like they say Mantis is a daughter of Ego.
Oh, they do. I
Like
that movie out.
like that's what I don't know. It's weird. Like I always thought that. Like, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't say it because I don't think James Gunn would fuck up like that. But
Oh yeah,
I thought it was
I've
pretty
never-
obvious that like she's the only other kid that has powers, and so she's still alive and just a servant, you know. But then also, why does she still have powers after Ego is dead?
Right.
Plot holes. That's why. I mean,
there's a lot of things, and it's one of the things that frustrates me about James Gunn, and which made me nervous. But obviously, I'm in a better headspace now with this whole DC thing.
right.
So we'll get into that, but
Right.
yeah. So essentially, Drax and Mantis go out to Earth to retrieve Kevin Bacon.
To abduct
Right.
Kevin Bacon as aliens. They're going
Who
to
is
abduct.
great, by the way.
Oh my God!
Kevin
Literally,
Bacon's always awesome.
the best part of this whole special is Kevin Bacon. He has a blast. That's what's so funny is he has the most fun out of everyone. 'Cause he's not in any makeup.
Mm-mm.
He's literally talking on the phone with his real life wife. Like, they've broken the fourth wall completely with that, and he's great. I fucking love it so much.
He is great. I really enjoyed Mantis in this. I think obviously it's centered on her,
Right.
so I really like that we got to spend more time with her. I think she carried it, did a really good job because we didn't get a lot with her throughout any of this series, stories, anything. So I really liked that she was leading the way through this, and she had to, bring Drax along with Mr. Batista, who he didn't get on my nerves as much in this one. Like, he was good, tolerable. There was some good, genuine, funny moments with him. I was like, okay, cool.
I laugh once when I watch it. There's one line that makes me laugh. I can't remember what it is.
I think I laughed a few times.
So
like the gnome part made me laugh.
Which part?
Not when he had the gnome or the elf, whatever the fuck he is, the elf.
See, no, I can't.
When he first saw it, I was like, oh, that was funny. When he beat the shit out that dude on Rodeo was funny. Or the Chinese theater, that was funny.
Yeah.
And then the repeating what you saw in the trailer.
I'm trying to remember what he says that makes me laugh. I can't remember what it is, but literally
funny stuff.
Like, no, there's not. Like, there's one line that's funny, and then everything else, like my favorite line in the whole special is when Mantis looks at him and says, "I should have brought Groot." Oh. And I'm like, yeah, let's leave Batista here. Like,
Groot, I don't know what the fuck kind of sap that bastard's on.
But
goddamn,
he's taking some of Liver King's supplements, my boy, because he is looking absolutely jacked.
Yes, you are. Goddamn.
Goddamn, man. Yeah, he is absolutely thick.
Yes, he is.
I wish we got more of him, because that's another thing too. Is Groot is my favorite character in the first movie. He was by far my favorite Guardian, and they kind of obviously abandoned him. They killed him and spawned a new one that's not him. So it's understandable, but it makes me sad because I have to look at one that's not as good as the older one. But still, he's funny. Kraglin has some good, like, he actually is the one that like gets to talk and be normal and kind of like, this is so he's a good character. You're but like also here, like also not a Guardian. Like, I'm just like, hey, you're not, like, you just stole that fin, like, that's you're not a part of it.
He's an honorary Guardian.
Yeah, correct. I mean,
right,
he inherited it, but he did. But yeah, and then I just love the ending of this. Like, the ending's really good. It ends with the heart of gold. Like, it's obviously cheesy, fun, over the top campiness for the first 30 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes are just heart of gold. It's like, oh yeah, they figured it out, and it's nice. And it
is really nice.
I like it.
With the sister reveal and all that, I was like, oh, this is touching. I loved the opening Christmas song. That was very catchy.
Oh my god, yeah, no, hilarious.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Peter's like, that's not the lore. Like, he's just like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
say, Mrs. Claus working the pole. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's so
like,
good.
Like, no, that's not
Like
it.
it sounds like someone that got kind of the story, like they heard the words and like that
Right.
was it. So it's like Mrs. Claus is at the pole.
Right.
She's north of the pole. Okay, like she's like, yeah,
Got
she's
it.
working the pole,
Okay.
and like something about putting dung in their socks, and it's like no,
Yeah.
it's coal in stockings. Like, but like
The
okay,
uprising of elves and shit. It's
yeah.
like Jesus Christ.
So that song is great. The end song, a little out of nowhere. Like I'm like, okay, this is
Them and Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. I'm like, but it's good. Like it's just feel good.
He has a love for music now. It's all over his Instagrams, him singing with the guitar and shit. So I'm like, do you? He probably asks. He's like, hey, can I do this?
I got it.
Fucking go. You're Kevin Bacon, man. Do what you want. I did love that in the spaceship. It was like, hey, you have to be a hero. Like, like you dance for it. It's like, oh yeah, no, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
That was a character I played. That's great. Amanda's like, oh, he's an actor.
Just completely
but the actors are gross.
Yeah. These actors are saying actors suck. And like, we hate them.
Hey, I'm Batman. I'm Bruce Wayne. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, we throwing on DC in this bitch. Got
like
it. I really did love it. But yeah, great, man. But here's what annoyed me. And Gunn kind of puts the Cameron stamp on it sometimes when he does this. So for Christmas, Rocket got Bucky's arm some fucking how. Don't know how the fuck she got that. Don't know when the fuck she got that. When only Wakandans know how to disarm the shit. But hey, people were asking Gunn this. He was like, hey, doesn't matter. It's canon. Deal with it. It's like, what? No.
Yeah, I don't.
I hate, like, that frustrates me because Gunn will do that. Well, he'll just make, I'm going to do what I want, write this, and you just have to deal with it. Figure out a way to write around it. I was like, well, okay, but that makes no fucking sense.
There's a laundry list of other things that could have been in that box. Like
yes,
other robotic body parts. Just anything where you immediately know, if you're a fan of the series, that Rocket wants to steal people's robotic body parts. Like that's just what he thinks is funny. And that's all it had to be. But
they just want to tie back that gag of Infinity War. I'm like, yeah, at what fucking expense?
But yeah, that's years ago. Like many, like Rocket probably barely remembers that motherfucker.
Right. So, and I just want to know how she got the shit. That's it. Because like I said, only
we'll
certain amount of people.
We'll see in Thunderbolts that he still has it. And we'll all be like, that was so stupid. Like it makes no sense to have
doesn't at all
that happen. But I don't know, maybe he will be armless and we'll all just be like, oh wow, that's also stupid. Like
it's very dumb. It's okay, what happened to your arm? Or he has a no new one. Oh, Raccoon took it. Or some
blue lady.
It's like, what? Like, how did that happen? Dumb. But James Gunn. So we have to deal with it, right? Okay. So that's all that worried me. Now with this DC thing is like, if he just completely just does some shit like, hey, it's canon now. Fuck it. But it's a little different. He has a whole slate to work with now. But we'll see. Just stop fucking shit up with Marvel and expecting people just to deal with it. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it.
I know. Yeah, we don't have much. One thing I did like in the special, I was very happy. Like as it was happening, I was like, we've abducted Kevin Bacon. Like we are aliens abductors right now, and I was so thankful that Star-Lord is like. He's like, what the fuck's in this box? Like, he's like hearing somebody. And immediately he's like,
he was happy. Okay.
He's like, you stole Kevin Bacon. Like, he's like, you got me a human being. Like, he's like, this is human
trafficking, dude.
And like, it's so good. Like, it's like certain questions where I'm like, how does he know that word? But, it is what it is. But he's like, hey, he's an actor. Well, you can't steal him. But I do like something that's not touched on enough that people, it's kind of a weird drop in the first Guardians where he's like, there's a hero named Kevin Bacon. that saves a whole town by dancing,
Yeah.
and then 30 minutes later, Star-Lord saves the galaxy by dancing. And
Wow.
I love that it's like, yeah, let's bring the actor in and be the actor.
Very
And
smart.
he's like, yeah, I played that guy in Footloose, and it was a dumb movie I did. Yeah.
What about you defeating Jason Voorhees? He's like, nope, wasn't me. And I
Arrow
died.
to the neck.
And I died. That wasn't even me. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I think that's another short or another presentation Marvel just knocks out. Good job. Keep them coming. Certain aspects of me obviously wish they were a little longer just because they go by so fucking fast. I'm like, damn, I really fucking enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's smart to kind of do that. So I'm not mad about it.
Also, I do wish the after credit scene was like more.
Oh, this Groot standing with lights.
Yeah, it's like, you could have done anything to like lead us into Volume 3 or something, but instead it's just fun. It's just the holiday special, and it's like, okay.
Just a gag. Or fucking have Bucky wake up like, where the fuck's my arm? Give me something.
Like, or literally, yeah, like have Nebula, like, or have Rocket be like, hey, like chasing after Kevin Bacon and be like, can you drop this back off?
It's like, I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, like, I actually liked that guy.
Or have it give it back to himself. Give it back to himself. Like, hey, I'm sorry for Nebula. She,
exactly.
She's new. She's new. Here you go, pal. Merry Christmas or some shit.
And Bucky's like, it hurt. He's just like, it really hurt.
Right. I'm working on my trust, dude. This is not cool. But anywho, we're not the writers, right? Right.
Yeah. Correct.
But all right, we ain't got shitteth, and there's not enough in here to do a, chat it up with you guys in the chat right now. So I think this is going to be our shortest show ever in life.
Correct.
And
you have somewhere to be. You gotta get ready.
Yeah, I do, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm wearing. Anywho, all right. Thank y'all for joining us on this latest episode of the Film Cave. Hopefully we'll see you here next week, same time, same show, motherfuckers. I appreciate those who came out, whether live or on playback. Thank you so much. We appreciate the love and the support. You can continue showing up, hitting that thumbs up, the notification bell, and most importantly, that subscribe button. Logan.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people where they can find you and what you got going on.
You can find me right here, Logan_Swish on Twitter. Also Logan Swish on YouTube and Patreon. Trying to figure out what I'm going to watch next, because obviously like full reaction to the holiday special is on Patreon, as well as all of Andor season 1. But now we've got nothing. So maybe I'll do a poll of some sort, see what people are wanting to see me watch. Like Mrs. Claus, I will be on the poll. And yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I got to keep Patreon going, so we'll find something quickly.
You shall. And you can find me right up top on all forms of social media, and you'll be able to find Logan's channel in my description box below. So go show them love. It's your boy Knight.
And I'm Logan.
And as always, we will see y'all in the cave. Peace.
See you guys.
I got nothing.
Yeah, me either.